played some basketball. Who is this fat American? It's me. I'm the fat American. John Oliver covered Barry Weiss taking over CBS. Yeah, I saw that. Interesting stuff. And I mostly did a little bit of reading. And I did a little bit of thinking as well. True, stop getting fat again. Don't worry. I'm actually working on that right now. Speaking of which, working on that, this morning, I woke up early, went and lifted some weights as always, and I'm feeling pretty good. I hit like 235, 4.5 for an easy 5. Hit 225 for an easier 8, easier than usual 8. Here's also the daily Kaya penance.
Kaya, what is that? Kaya, you got 2? You got not 1 but 2? That's crazy. Both of the bones?
How the fuck do I fill the little gap between the pecs? I don't know. I think it's just like about how your muscles look. You might be cooked in that regard. But your boy is still active. Your boy is still working out. Your boy is still going after it, getting after it. You already know what it is. But situation, no, I have not. You raise a little capitalist. She is a brat. She gets whatever the fuck she wants. But this is going to be a post on its own again. I know. Anytime I bring anything up, anytime I even address this, like people go fucking nutty over it. So I feel like I am giving it too much energy. I know, but like chatters also are like, oh, this happened, that happened, whatever. Yeah. In any case, that's it for the personal news side of things. Not really much going on in my life. I know it sounds crazy to say, but, you know, it is what it is. We got a lot of news to cover. Day 3 of asking you to please check out Road to Empress is like 5 hearts under one roof, but instead you play as a palace girl and thrive and connive your way to Empress based on Empress Wu Zayton P content. Yeah, I've heard that's fucking awesome. I might actually dive into that in a little bit. What did you hit at the gym? Chesticles. Upper body push-pull day. Your energy level is fantastic. Taking some R&R really refreshed you? Yes, it did. All right. You can't go to China until you you finish that game. Well, I guess I have to do it then. I guess I have to do it to him. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. That's all I got. Let's blast off. Let's get into it. Hostage swap in Palestine. JD Vance daggered over Tom Homan bribe. Trump in the Middle East gets a standing ovation. Israel loves Trump more than us. And Netanyahu won't attend the Egypt summit. So much more news. It's Monday News Day. Get in now. I think it's the least shocking turn of events. The fact that Israel likes Donald Trump more than Americans do. That is the most normal, understandable event. Go repost it. Let the people know that we're live. Let the people know that we are alive. That's how we do it. Are you still going to China this year? Yes, I am. Their whole country's a cult. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, these are the 2 memes that we got. This hog talk was made for you. Are we gonna watch another Mussolini Son of the Century?
What's up, Russ? What's up? What's happening? How you guys doing? Wonderful. How are you? I heard that you guys are feds. Feds? Yeah. No. What about you? You a Fed, sir? That sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude. Oh my God. That is the most Fed. This is a federal agent activity. I am sorry. That is crazy. This motherfucker posted up like, how do you do, fellow kids? How do you do, fellow kids? But like even more out of place than Buscemi was in that meme, okay? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. This is... You can tell he's a Fed because nobody will be wearing a Phoenix Suns shirt in public. Yo, shout out to FaZe Adapt, okay? He's brave enough. You are being racist towards Suns fans? You think that's what it is? If you're like a public, if you can declare publicly your support for the Phoenix Suns, like you might be actually thumb coded. I don't think I've ever casually lifted one leg and held it against a tree. I've only seen cool kids do it in shows. No, it's even if we're going to do like body language analysis here, I think what's crazier is how high his leg is. It's not even like look at how high his leg is on that tree. Like this is the least like I'm trying to look comfortable ass pose I've ever seen in my whole dang life. Looks like the 45-year-old hog skateboarder that followed you at the LA protest. Oh, yeah. Remember the one with the fucking earpiece? Yeah, he's just tactically chilling. He is doing ocular ascertain. He is doing ocular pat downs. He is tactically ascertaining whether or not he must engage in a kinetic pat down, in a kinetic incident. Okay, that's all this is. That's all this is, baby. Yeah, he is just doing that. He's doing that thing. Digging in his butt with that heel. That's so digging in his butt. That's true. Anyway. That's you got to look out for these guys when you go to protests. All right. So obviously we're going to start off. This is going to be a somewhat Gaza heavy day today because it's a major news story. Not that I feel like Americans have moved on from it to a certain degree where, you know, half the people are just like, okay, ceasefire is here. Good. This is what we wanted. It's over, right? Like now we don't have to think about Palestine ever again. And then there's the other people who are like, it's not enough. We should have killed more Palestinians. And they can't openly say it like that. So they just go, why are the ceasefire now people so quiet? Why are the ceasefire now people so quiet? Meanwhile, the fire hasn't ceased. Process. Are they like settlers? No, they're collaborators. So there are, for those of you that don't know, I mean, I'll get into it a little bit later because we're currently just talking about my GOAT, peaceful president, Mr. Peace. I like to call him President P, short for President Peace. Okay. Because he is my GOAT. He is the peace president. He's the peacetime president. He did it. He did the damn thing. Okay. President PP. Yeah. PP for short. President Peace. Anyway, because I know there will be some fucking hogs in here that are like, oh, why don't you give him credit? It's like, yeah, in comparison to Brandon, he actually did enforce the power that he had over Israel. I mean, he could have done this in fucking January, which would have, I think, in my opinion, if he had done this in January, he would have received a Nobel Peace Prize and he would have deserved a Nobel Peace Prize. The fact that he actually waited for like another 9 months, Brandon could have done and refused to do versus what he did. He did actually eventually fucking say to Israel, it's over, it's done. As far as we know, because right now, once again, just like I said with the last ceasefire, if this is long lasting and this actually starts up the process of recovery, relief, and also recognition of a statehood, a recognition of sovereignty, true emancipation for the Palestinians, then I'm on board. That's great. Okay. I don't think that that's going to happen. I don't think that that is going to happen. And I don't even think that the ceasefire is a legitimate one. I think Israel is going to find ways to violate it. If you recall, for the last couple of days, I've mentioned two things that Israel could potentially use to make it seem as though they don't want to abide by a ceasefire, to claim that it's actually the Palestinians that are not abiding by a ceasefire. And they have literally started using those two things. If you've been in here for the past week or so, when I was covering this stuff, you already probably heard that. Number one, oh, they can't find all of the dead hostages. They're gonna use that as an opportunity to say, oh, the Palestinians are spoiling this ceasefire negotiation. They're not abiding by it. And they've already started saying that. And number two, they'll claim, well, these guys are not actually fully disarming. So we have no other choice but to go in and continue our genocide. Both of those things are like being entertained right now in Israeli news. But overall, this is where we're at. We're taking it one day at a fucking time. So let's take a look. Breaking news. Donald Trump signs historic Gaza peace plan.